Hello everybody and welcome to UFC Fight Night 2, Penn versus Tetsuya Kawajiri. This card is absolutely stacked, including fan favorites like Chael Sonnen, Shinya Aoki in the lightweight tournament, and of course, the ever-loved Jason Von Flue, and a co-main event of two absolute superstars in Sean the Cannon Gannon, making his debut against one of the biggest WWE what-ifs of all time, Sean O'Hare. Now, on the prelims, and these fights, I mean, we got Hands of Steel, Scott Smith, so it's not like these are all crazy-ass fights, but they kind of are. Pete Sell, Scott Smith, Jason Von Flue, Shinya versus Ribeiro, Chael Sonnen fighting, then the main and the co-main are wild. But on the prelims, you have a young Michael Bisping, a young Tim Kennedy, a young LeVar Johnson, John Olavinemo, the Viking over there, Tetsuji Kaido, Thiago Alves, a young Pitbull Alves, and then opening up with Carmelo Marrero, okay, taking on a debuting WWE Reject from Tough Enough, Daniel Puder. Big WWE presence in the UFC with Kurt Angle, Sean O'Hare, and Daniel Puder all going to lead up to that big boy Brock, who eventually will make his way to the company. Without further ado, let's get into the UFC's second ever fight night, live in Nevada, UFC Fight Night 2, Penn versus Tetsuya Kawajiri. Now, WWE's Daniel Puder making his UFC debut, so everybody probably expecting Daniel Puder to use his wrestling and his ground game to defeat Carmelo the Fury Marrero, but Carmelo himself has a wrestling background. Herb Dean, freshly concussed, he's back, and we're about to see this matchup take place. Puder missing across Marrero with the big shot, Marrero not landing. So here's the big exchange we've been waiting for, which is this grappling, this clinch. Marrero actually out wrestling Puder, tripping him into the half guard. And he gets side control, and he tries for an armbar. Daniel Puder getting Kurt Angled himself right now. If you guys don't remember that infamous shoot incident with Daniel Puder and Kurt Angle, I mean, this is not looking good for Kurt's reputation here, because Marrero about to mount Daniel Puder. Of course, Marrero 255, legit, a big guy. And big elbows coming down on Daniel Puder. Puder not able to do anything but cover up. Some of them are getting through. Bouncing the head of Puder off the ground. More big elbows. Hammers are coming down on the head of Daniel Puder. And Puder just, this Herb Dean, man, what a fucking referee. Because Jesus Christ, he just lets guys die. How many, I don't even want to know. There you go. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Okay, 31 unanswered elbows on the ground, and you just let it happen. You let Marrero fucking kill Daniel Puder. I don't know why Herb is like this. Puder wrestling again. Marrero out wrestling him. Puder tries for his takedown, doesn't get it, tries it again, and now Puder gets a takedown, wants to get a advantage in the scramble here. Marrero under north-south control of Daniel Puder. Could we see a choke? Big shots from Puder. And another scramble. Marrero comes out on top this time, gets side control, gets into a mount, and he just fucking starts elbowing the shit out of Puder again. Puder gives up his back. Marrero pounding away. It looks like the UFC maybe told Herb Dean, hey, Daniel Puder, we could have him fight Kurt Angle maybe one day. We could do a lot with this kid. Don't let him die out there, you know. Just give him a chance to recover. But, man, Herb is kind of letting him go a little too far with his recovery. Puder again initiates a takedown, and he gets it. Big elbows by Puder this time. Marrero unable to initiate the sweep, and Puder firing away, but Herb does not like stopping fights. Well, Puder steals himself in. I mean, he does need a finish. That is true. Daniel Puder, don't let him bully you, son. And Puder's going forward. He's got the fighting spirit. Full Puro Risu. Fucking Daniel Puder right now. He's throwing. He is throwing, to be fair, but I mean, he clinched towards the end of it, and 29-28 for Carmelo Marrero, and Daniel Puder, sadly, an unsuccessful experiment in the world of mixed martial arts. Tetsuji Kato, a huge favorite over Thiago Pitbull Alves. I think Alves is going to go in there and just fucking overhand him and kill him, but we will see. Alves coming forward, Pitbull, you know, okay, absolutely. A nice flurry from Pitbull Alves. Again, Kato open up to a feint, and Alves is just snapping up the legs of Tetsuji Kato. And again, a big flurry of shots. Thiago Alves coming forward, landed as many shots as he wants. leg kicking him. I mean, he's just too fast. He's just too fast. He hits too hard. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Alves is a tornado right now. Cotto's getting hit with multiple shots, and Cotto just wants to clinch and grapple, and Alves doesn't let that happen. Alves with the Muay Thai clinch, big knee. I mean, Cotto can't get free of the clinch knees to the chest, and flurries of punches from Alves all of that round. Stole it from Cotto. I don't know why Cotto, again, is the favorite. Another big combination, and a right roundhouse kick to the body. Now, Cotto is waiting for Alves to maybe just unload all of that early steam, and that is what Alves is doing, because, you know, he's not going to have much in round 3. Another big kick to the thigh. Cotto's legs are done, though. You can't really rely on a guy gassing out and taking advantage of their gas tank if they take out your legs and they take out your foundation. That's just not really something that's possible, and that's what happens when you have your legs shaken up. You can't have your balance, 100% when your legs are gone from underneath you and big shots in the chin. You're not able to move out of the shots, and now those flurries are pounding Cotto into the cage. He wants a Muay Thai clinch, and there you go, a big knee, bashes the head of Cotto in. Alves, of course, barely able to keep moving. He's tired, but Jesus Christ, man, Cotto's taking an ass whooping again. A big combination. Almost, this says only a 10-9. I say that's arguably like a 10-8 round. Definite 10-8 round for Thiago Alves. Bleeding. That knee to the head was brutal. If Cotto went down once, it would have been stopped. But, he's an Iron Man, eating all this punishment on the feet. And Alves is tired, but Cotto is just not able to grapple if your legs are too weak to do a takedown. He's kickboxing. Nice kick to the rib cage there. Kick to the ribs. And Alves finally getting clinched by Cotto, and Cotto using some of that Shoto style of kind of Muay Thai, those knees up against the cage, and Cotto not really satisfied with trying to get the win. More happy about the round because he did survive and he plucked around off a young pit bull, but Alves clearly got that one. Now we got the big boys. We got two legit massive motherfuckers. Corey Salter, he might be more wide than he is tall at 6'1", 265 for the Corpus Christi, Texas native, but the Viking, John Olave Naimo, 6'6" from Oslo, Norway, 5-0 record. I would expect the Viking to get the win. This guy could be marketable. We'll maybe we'll give him a win or two just so he could job out to somebody on the rise, or maybe he could fight somebody else that's like a fun stylistic fight. Salter looking up at him, over 5 inches on him. Does John Olave Naimo have? Naimo with a big right hand. There you go. Another big right. Salter getting hit by big shots from the 6'6" Norwegian. Again, Salter coming in and he's swinging from his fat body, and Naimo just cutting him off. Again, cuts him off. Naimo looking great. Reach advantage is perplexing Corey Salter. Corey Salter not able to get past the distance, and now these shots are coming in a little bit more powerful. Salter already looking like he's gassing. His corners yelling, "Corey Salter, please! Corey Salter, please! Don't let him punch you right there. You need to start fighting, Corey." And he's like, "Fuck, man, I don't want to fucking do this." He should just throw in the towel because he ain't going nowhere. Another big right for Naimo, and Salter's gassed. If you're gassing already, then I just quit. And Salter just shoot a takedown, almost gets it. So that's going to be a strategy in round 2. In fact, he's going to try the trip at the end. This might not even be smart. Might not be smart. You might have wanted to wait it at the beginning of the next round because you only got 25 seconds, and we've seen the limited gas tank of one Corey Salter. He does get it though. A nice shoulder smash. That's a pork shoulder smash at 6'1", 265 with that build of Corey Salter. So wait, what? It's hard to see. Yeah, what Salter could do to win this fight? Well, he could take him down. That's what he needs to do. Nice right by Salter, looking like Muhammad Ali, but that one right was in consequence of becoming a punching bag for that nasty 1-2. And Salter, now they're getting sloppy. Now they're getting tired. Now they're getting sloppy. Salter's not landing a lot, but he is landing a little bit. John Olave Inamo still kind of pounding the face of Salter in. Inamo actually wants to take Salter down, and he does. He does. Salter goes right down. Salter doesn't got nothing beneath him, man. He's just a big barrel of a dude. He's up against the cage. He's tired. He's beat up. And Inamo just kind of ragdolls him in the mount, gets on top of him. And there you go, big elbow. Holy fucking shit. He just starts taking him by the hand and fucking elbow him with his head, and he's unconscious. Jesus. I mean, that's a fun fight from John Olavanimo. Not a lot of resistance from Corey Salter. I mean, yeah, we're gonna have to give him a tougher opponent next time because he made that look pretty damn easy. Chris Sanford, 4-1. Now, both of these guys relatively young in their MMA careers, 5'11", 185 each, but obviously something about this is not an even match, and that would be Chris Sanford being 11 years the senior of a young Tim Kennedy with a practical, if actually a worse MMA record. Tim Kennedy, of course, I don't know if his United States service stuff was like misconstrued or I did hear about a scam or something, but I don't know. I mean, he's a veteran. He's an interesting cat. He was part of that deadly middleweight scene back in the day with Musashi and Jacare. So I don't expect Chris Sanford to pull off a crazy upset. Dang, that would be big though. And right when I say that, Sanford lands a giant ass bomb. Oh my God. There we go. But Kennedy, of course, exchanging it back. He's not afraid to. Kennedy with another big right hand. And Sanford's not really hitting these. But damn, okay, if Kennedy wants to throw... If Sanford is down to throw bombs, Kennedy's happily applying to throw him back. But there you go, another big bomb by Sanford. They're throwing big shots at each other. Kennedy with a nice right hand. Kennedy shooting. He said enough of that. Right into side control. He can't get them out on Chris Sanford. Sanford can't pull the guard, though, so he's just kind of awkwardly in side control. He wants to mount again. A big scramble. Kennedy puts Sanford up against the cage. Sanford able to get to the wrist on belly position up against the cage. And there you go. Kennedy just kind of stomps on his feet and takes him back down into side control. Big elbows like John Olave and Naimo did in the last fight, but with only 4 seconds left. Nowhere near a finish. Kennedy authoritatively stamping his favorite name on that round. You know, Kennedy probably just gonna wrestle fuck him. There you go, takedown. Fucking throws him to the ground, gets his back, beats the shit out of him, gets the hooks and trying to choke him out. But Sanford holding on. But damn, Kennedy's really beating him up, man. Kennedy's got a backpack. He's landing big shots. Sanford, I mean, he's got some heart in him, but damn, I mean, you can only resist this rear naked choke for so long because Kennedy's beating him up. You know, so here you go. Like, even if you do resist the choke, you're getting pounded on from the backpack. And, you know, big shots don't usually land from that position, but Tim Kennedy was doing it. So Sanford down 2 rounds. You know, he started throwing. There you go. To his credit, a huge right bomb. Absolutely does not land, but still he threw it. So nice for him. Kennedy takedown, half guard, passes it side control, elbows, just fucking whooping Mr. Sanford here. But Sanford, as tenacious as ever, holding on so tight, making it boring, making Kennedy work for it. But Kennedy is dominating, and Sanford not really doing much but being a resistant punching bag. And a nice scramble sees Sanford get pushed up against the cage and taken down again. Oh, he's in turtle position, which is like pretty much like referee's position, but with the guy facing forward on you. So, you know, let me describe that. Basically, you're in referee's position, but the other dude is in the position where he can throw knees to the top of your head. And that's where Tim Kennedy has him. He has him in the turtle. Oh, he rolls him into side control. I don't know why he didn't just pound him off in a turtle, but nice decision win from Tim Kennedy. Young Tim Kennedy looking dominant. That was a really solid UFC debut. Lots more to come from Tim Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy. Oh my God. Jimmy the Titan of Breeze versus LeVar Big Johnson. There's probably only one way that this fight is ending, and that is a knockout. A solid 265 at just 6 feet tall. Take it on a more natural 6'4", 265. in LeVar Johnson. But both of these guys got big power coming from all sorts of places. And the Titan versus Big, LeVar versus Jimmy, Johnson versus The Breeze, California versus California on these UFC Fight Night 2 prelims. Let's get it started. So the striking exchange did not lead to anything yet, except for Johnson coming in with a few jabs. Nice right hand. Both of them probably swinging big, swinging wide, and probably a little afraid of each other's power. And Bree is not too stupid. He said, "Give me that leg. I'm not striking with LeVar Johnson." And he is absolutely using his unique center of gravity to try to just muster the strength to trip LeVar Johnson down. LeVar is not letting it happen, and Breeze is gassing himself trying to take this down, trying to take Johnson down. And now that LeVar has successfully drained the gas tank of Jimmy Breeze simply by standing up, I expect nothing good to be happening for Jimmy Breeze. And there you go, LeVar turns him around on the cage and just fucking pounds him. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. I mean, that's exactly what was going to happen. Jimmy Breeze gassed himself out trying to take down LeVar Johnson. So LeVar Johnson turned him around, punched him in the face, and just took him out of there. That was a nice win from LeVar Johnson. We do got to be honest. That was pretty fun. And he calls out Mike the Stalker Kyle. I mean, maybe. But this is a really big middleweight fight, especially, just being these two guys are so young. Patrick the Predator Cote, of course, from Canada, Quebec, Canada. He previously lost to Tito Ortiz, Joe Dorkinson. Those guys are way more experienced. I mean, way above Patrick Cote's pay grade at this point. So Cote taking on Michael the Count Bisping. Much more even fight, as Bisping really yet to get some major experience in the world of mixed martial arts. But Michael the Count, I mean, I guess they just think Cote's trash because of those two losses. I think this fight's going to be pretty close. I'll go with the Bisping split decision. Canada versus England, really good classic rivalry. There you go, Cote. There you go, Cote, with the nice... See, this is going to be technical kickboxing. Nice big left shot. Cote studying, breaking Bisping down. Bisping attacks with a left jab and a right hand. So there you go. Bisping doing the same thing. He's not stupid here. He's not... People also often gave Michael the Count Bisping the moniker of a brawler, but that's not really what he was. And nice job, a couple of punches, and a left kick to the body. Bisping and Cote going shot for shot here. Bisping winning these exchanges. Nice right hook. Cote with the 1-2. Bisping with a bit of a flurry in a right hand. So there you go. Bisping kind of slightly edging out the win. Yeah, it's really touch and go. It's not going to be coming in and swinging like Breeze and LeVar were. This is a middleweight fight, and these are two nice guys. So Bisping sees a head kick coming, a couple of jabs and a right hook. Actually bust Cote open. Really nice kickboxing from a young Bisping. Left kick to the ribcage. Bisping with the right hook, couple of jabs. There you go. So, Cote missing a head kick, left jab, right cross from Bisping. Of course, Bisping landing the better combinations, but Cote not afraid to land them too. But Patrick Cote, in that wild exchange, he got the worst of it. Bisping comes in, short knee to the body. And Cote runs. He says, "Fuck no, you're not finishing me up against the cage with knees. You're not slamming my liver down into mush. I'm just gonna walk away." And Bisping really wants that finish. He's throwing head kicks. He's not even getting it or even close. Cote says, "Touche, man. I will throw that right back at you." And Cote with a nice right hook. Nice attack for Bisping. Bisping talking shit. There you go, Bisping. That's the Bisping of yesteryear for you. I mean, he still talks a little bit of shit. But, he's doing really good. This is a nasty fight. He almost finished Cote. I mean, big shot. Wild-ass exchange. They hit each other a bunch. And then, Cote backs up. Bisping comes forward, knees him in the body. Cote runs the hell away and recovers. So Cote not even trying. He was trying for the finish. Tried that head kick. Not happening. Nice 1-2 by Bisping. Bisping again. Oh! Gets slammed by Cote. I told you so. Big right hand from Cote. Michael the Count Bisping getting cocky, getting overconfident, talking shit. Patrick Cote slams him with the right hook, comes down, and finishes fucking Bisping by knockout. Bisping's chin was always suspect, but Jesus Christ. That's a crazy ass back and forth fight. I did not expect him to get a cold Bisping like that. I mean, there you go. Big-ass right hook from a Patrick Cote, who knows he's down on the scorecards. What a comeback, and that is indeed a fantastic fight, and most likely that is going to be a strong contender for Fight of the Night. Scott Hands of Steel Smith, Pete Dragosell. I mean, Pete Sell, Scott Smith, these are two guys that are going to have a fun fight. That's just how it is. Scott Smith and Pete Sell probably going to neutralize each other's grappling and just throw at each other on the main card of UFC Fight Night 2, Penn versus Kawajiri. Here we go. Nice attack by Sell. Smith, not really wanting to strike. Interesting. He actually wants to test out the grappling first. So he's kneeing Sell. He's trying to wrestle Sell. Not a lot happening. Sell actually trying for the leg sweep, and he doesn't get it. Smith really does want to test his wrestling here, and he shoots a takedown up against the cage, and he shoots it again. He can't get him down. He keeps shooting. He's very persistent, but this round is kind of withering away. And kind of a little bit too long into the round, if I was Scott Smith's corner, which I guess there really is no corner, he's got no team, I would probably tell him to fucking just strike on him, but there you go. Sell tries to get a fucking arm! No! What the fuck? Scott fucking Smith, he finally gets him down, and then Pete Sell just arm bars him. Are you serious? Fuck. Out of nowhere. Pete Sell out of fucking nowhere. He doesn't even have good submissions. He has ass submissions in the game. Scott Hands of Steel Smith just got clusterfucked. There you go. Pete Sell remains undefeated. What an impression. What a fucking crazy ass. I don't know where he threw that out from. Calls out Alessio Sakara. Maybe. We'll see. Let's see if Koji Oishi could get an upset. I mean, we've seen 2 upsets in a row now. Let's see what Oishi could do against a live wire Jason Von Flue, who, of course, is the master of the Von Flue choke. Let's see what he can do against Oishi. I mean, Jason Von Flue never really got to fight for a title. Oishi maybe wants that spot as well. So, pretty major welterweight feature. Von Flue, man, I mean, he's getting marketable, I suppose. He's not touching the gloves. He says, get your dirty fucking gloves away from me, Oishi. Get your dirty kickboxing gloves away. I'm going to take you down and destroy you. And he goes right for that leg. Doesn't get the takedown, so he gets him in a Muay Thai clinch. I mean, I don't know why he wants this so bad. He was a jiu-jitsu guy, but he just kind of smashing him in the clinch. I mean, very light work in the clinch. He's doing what he can. Tries for the takedown again. Quite a boring round 1, to be honest. Jesus Christ. Jason Von Flue held him in that Muay Thai clinch. Kind of landed some really light knees. Went for the legs. Not a lot of offense from either guys. Von Flue is so aggressive, but he's not actually able to throw anything because he's just kind of, I don't know. He's just kind of holding him in the clinch and trying. Oishi landing a jab there. I mean, he's trying to stay away. Nice right hand from Oishi. Von Flue shoots again. Not able to get a single takedown. He shoots again, and he finally gets it. And Von Flue, short elbows. There you go. Von Flue is a predator right now. Oishi with big right hands, but unfortunately, short of a finish, Oishi has no path to victory. Von Flue shoots again. Super aggressive. He's just, oh my god. Von Flue is a fucking pariah here. Jesus Christ. He shot about 1 million takedowns in a pretty shitty fight, to be honest. But there you go, Jason Von Flue, Muay Thai on display. That was ass. What won't be ass is fucking Shinya Aoki and Vitor Ribeiro. I mean, Jesus Christ, this is high level submission wrestling in mixed martial arts. 4-1 record, but don't let that deceive you. This man is ultra talented on the ground. Vitor Ribeiro, I mean, his accolades speak for themselves as well. This is a fantastic lightweight fight, and somebody will advance in the tournament to eventually become champion. Shinya Aoki, Vitor Shaolin Ribeiro. Let's see it. Aoki actually striking. So Ribeiro wants a right hand, wants to switch it up immediately. First 7 seconds, and Ribeirio's throwing. Shinya Aoki is like, I don't think so. If you're going to strike with me, I'm going to strike with you and fucking bust your face open with my first punch. Shaolin getting discouraged to strike there, so there you go. These two guys not really wanting to test each other's jiu-jitsu. Really interesting. That changes the fight a lot. Makes it kind of more of a wild brawl. Nice jab. Nice basic, super fundamental boxing by Aoki is beating off Ribeiro, who's just throwing big shots and there you go. Again, Aoki with the jab and the right cross. It doesn't hit, but Aoki's just kind of using fundamental boxing principles, staying away, using, basic footwork to... He's talking shit. He's like, Vitor Birrio, I thought you wanted to go to the ground, man. I'm just going to have to box your fucking head in. And he probably doesn't sound like that, but Aoki just kind of outpointing Birrio and outmaneuvering him on the feet. Very interesting, Aoki getting that round 1. And it's going to be interesting if Birrio wants to shoot now. I wonder if the corner advised him to do so. Shaolin throwing... He's not landing. Aoki is beating him on the feet. Aoki again, now Aoki's actually opening up the exchanges on the feet. He's kind of walking him down. Imagine Aoki's fighting like a prototypical Sean Strickland style here. Just kind of avoiding the shots and hitting some punches and straights. Aoki again, just jabbing him up. This is not what I thought the fight would be. Aoki is like, dude, get the fuck out of here. We're going to grapple. Aoki not able to take down Shaolin Birrio, and Vitor Birrio just... He breaks away. He's like, I don't know. I don't even want to get near you. Stay away from me. This is going to be another upset if Shaolin doesn't get it on the ground. I mean, there you go, man. Aoki getting suckered in with the feint. I mean, nice left by Birrio, but Jesus, you're down 2 rounds, man. I mean, yeah, Aoki and him are both gassed because they've been straight up having a boxing match in there for a couple rounds, and not even a quick-paced boxing match, just like a shitty boxing match. I mean, not a shitty boxing match, but like an amateur level boxing match. They're not strikers. They are not strikers. Aoki wants to take him down. He actually gets a takedown on Birrio, and he just lays on top of him. 30-27 Aoki, in my opinion. There you go. Shinya Aoki with a massive upset over Vitor Birrio. Massive upset, and he is going into... I don't know if Jorge is who he's going to fight, but if that is, then you will get that. Ivan Saliveri. Okay? This guy's in the UFC. He beat Joe Riggs, which is a good win. I mean, Joe Riggs ended up challenging for that title, right? Tony Freakland, the Freak. Matt Lindland, he lost to. Semenov, he beat. Got spinning back fist by Gono a long time ago. So, Ivan Saliveri, really contentious middleweight kind of journeyman. Chael Sonnen, undefined so far in 2005. Still has, the best 4 years of his career ahead of him. Let's see what he could do against Ivan Saliveri in his UFC debut. Saliveri throwing a 1-2. Sonnen immediately shoots, and he gets a takedown. Big elbows from Sonnen. Pounding away. There you go. Saliveri fighting like a dog, pulling Sonnen in close, but Sonnen can't let him get close. So he just kind of beats him up with elbows, kind of ground and pounds him, John Fitch style. Pretty boring there. And there you go. Actually, left hook on the feet. So shocked Saliveri, who said, "Oh, you could strike," and he said, "Nope." And he shoots him into half guard. And there you go. Chael Sonnen looking pretty good there. Just the pace of Chael Sonnen. Right hook by Saliveri. Left hand and a right jab for Chael Sonnen. Not known to be a striker. Saliveri actually really getting the better of Sonnen on the feet here. But nice right hand for Chael Sonnen. Yeah, Sonnen is not a striker by any means whatsoever. So the takedown might be necessary for all of his fights. Just pounds away on Mr. Saliveri. Beats him up on the ground. So Saliveri far behind, probably exhausted, getting outgassed by the American wrestler. Sonnen grappling him, kneeing him to the body, puts him up against the cage. Underhooks, takedown, Greco-Roman slam. There you go. Greco-Roman fucking slams his neck against the cage. That's gotta hurt. And Sonnen pounding on him, but yeah, eventually beats him in a full mount. Throws some elbows, throws some more elbows. He turns his back, and he doesn't even try to finish him. He just kind of lets it happen. He just kind of slaps him around a bit on the ground. I mean, not a lot of huge shots. Chael not going in for the finish, but he did dominate Ivan Saliveri. So great debut for Chael Sonnen, and that was pretty nice. But the co-main event is here. Okay, this is the fight to end all fights. Kimbo Slayer, Sean the Cannon, motherfucking Gannon from Boston, Massachusetts. I'm not playing with you. Sean the fucking Cannon Gannon against Sean O'Hare from Atlanta, Georgia. I don't remember who suggested this fight, but fantastic idea. A real pick'em of a fight. Sean O'Hare versus Sean Gannon. Sean O'Hare, I mean, he's kind of in the contention for, like, Could he maybe fight Kurt Angle? If Kurt Angle goes up to heavyweight, maybe. Like, there's a... this is just a weird fight, to be honest. Sean O'Hare, Sean Gannon. I feel like it's a great co-main event because somebody's probably going to get chinned. If Sean Gannon's fat ass knocks out Sean O'Hare, man, that would be fucking funny. Sean O'Hare should get the win, and he should be able to have like a couple good fights in the UFC. He doesn't want to touch. He's like, I'm not touching your fucking gloves, you fat piece of shit. All right, so Sean O'Hare not having any of that. O'Hare with, oh my god, big ass shot from O'Hare to open up the fight. He came at him, but he couldn't knock him out. So now he's probably expecting to knock Gannon out with the first punch, just because of the difference in physique. Gannon though, I mean, come on, man, we know he could take a little bit more than he could dish. Like he could outlast Sean O'Hare, Homer Simpson style, and Gannon with the left hand. O'Hare kind of just waiting to find that one big strike, and he finds it, and he's out. Sean O'Hare was waiting for the big shot. Gannon threw. O'Hare just fucking caught him on the chin, knocked Sean Gannon out. Sean O'Hare of the WWE has won his UFC debut, and there you go. He looked really good, honestly. He was very patient on the feet. He stood up. He was ready. Got to give him a fun fight next, and absolutely great stuff from Sean O'Hare. Got to give him something fun. He's going to get on the main card with pay-per-view, co-main event of a fight night again. I mean, yeah, Sean O'Hare did great. Speaking of great, we got the fucking prodigy himself, fresh off of his Rumble on the Rock run, is BJ Penn with wins over Matt Serra, Matt Hughes, Rodrigo Gracie, Kyle Uno, Takanori Gomi already, Din Thomas in the fucking first round. I mean, this guy, he's quite the fighter. He's quite the fighter. He's quite the prodigy indeed. But we got the crusher, Tetsuya Kawajiri. But let's just be honest, man. Let's just be honest. Let's just be 100% honest. BJ Penn's probably just gonna feel him out the first round and then kill him in round 2. That's just how it's gonna be. Here we go. Kawajiri coming forward. Penn with the left hand. Kawajiri with the right hook, but okay, damn. Kawajiri's kickboxing is fucking best it's ever been. He's actually out game planning BJ Penn. He's like, I'm gonna cut off BJ Penn's footwork with big ass hooks. I'm gonna do that. Nice combination. Penn lands one back. He busts Penn open. Kawajiri winning the first 2 minutes of this fight. He's looking sharp as hell. Couple of big shots and a kick to the body. Penn doesn't let it happen. Nice right cross. Penn with the big flurry and a nice right hook. I mean, there you go. There you go. Penn stepping right into the pocket. Huge flurry and a right hand from Penn. And there you go. Penn slipping. He's jabbing too. Kawajiri and him. You know, Kawajiri probably smiling saying, fuck, BJ Penn. You're pretty fucking good. Nice punch. Low kick gets checked. Kawajiri might steal a round off of BJ Penn right now. Might steal a round off of BJ Penn. Nice jab. Kawajiri with the right hand. Nice combination for BJ Penn. And he doesn't get the head kick. I don't know. I don't know. That was a fucking close round. I guess it wasn't. I guess it was not a close round. 19-8 on significant strikes. I saw Kawajiri, man. I swear, I don't know how this game works sometimes. I was seeing Kawajiri put up a competitive-ass performance, but I guess BJ Penn's flurries just kind of did a lot. So there you go. Nice again. He misses just Kawajiri. Penn coming in with the jab. Kawajiri now seriously getting cut off. And for every one that Kawajiri lands, BJ Penn landed 3. This is how BJ Penn works. Couple of jabs and a right hook. Kawajiri with the right hook. Big flurry from Penn. Penn bleeding again. Damn, if this gets stopped due to a cut and BJ Penn cannot become champ, that'd be insane. I mean, Kawajiri missing across. Couple of jabs by Penn again. Penn winning the fight. Just barely, but visual damage, bro. Visual damage. Kawajiri beating him, just saying. Nice attack by BJ Penn. And, another big straight from Kawajiri. Another big straight from Kawajiri. There you go. Penn is having a fucking fight, man. He's having a fight. Nice 1-2 from Kawajiri. And Penn's just tired, honestly. I mean, Penn with the trip takedown, and he probably wins the round there. But I thought that was a little bit closer than maybe what actually happened. I mean, yeah, 50-20 on significant strikes and a takedown to cement it. But you got to remember the shots Kawajiri were landing there weren't just like jabs, jab, sequence of jabs. Kawajiri landed shots that busted BJ Penn open. He landed some big shots. I think he made a good account for himself against BJ Penn as a plus 220 underdog. Thought he looked okay. That is a rough pay-per-view sale for sure. That's pretty rough. Oh my god. But BJ Penn does go up in popularity. How about Mr. Sean O'Hare, man? What a performance. Well, round of applause for Sean O'Hare. Fucking stalking Sean Gannon into oblivion. Nice job, Pete Sell. Pete Sell looked great. Jason Von Flute. Shinya got the upset, man. That was awesome. Chael looked pretty good. And, wow, he went up in pop a lot. 14, yeah, off a kind of boring decision. That's pretty good. Patrick Cote and Bisping. Bisping probably gets fight of the night. But John 11, I mean, there's just some good-ass performances. Like, fight of the night, it was Bisping and Cote. All right? Like, it was Bisping and Cote. But, like, performance of the night, like, just who looked really good. I mean, all, like, the bigger guys look really, really good. All the bigger guys look great. I liked what Sean O'Hare did. I mean, Pete Sell, dude. You gotta give it to Pete Sell, man. That was incredible. That was incredible. Sean O'Hare looked great, too. But you know what? We're going to refrain on giving him a performance bonus because, yeah, maybe if you're a 6'6" WWE athlete, kind of been training in kickboxing for a while, you could beat a guy who has not trained in MMA. All right? LeVar Johnson, though, that was fun as fuck. John 11 Heimo. That was also super, super fun. So those guys are going to get our bonuses, and I'm going to see you to announce the next UFC Fight Night right after, well, nope, right now for you guys, but for me, it'll be like a minute. BJ Penn costs a lot and does not bring in a lot. Fuck. Alright, so UFC Fight Night 3, Sanchez versus Luis Santos in Brazil. So, of course, Diego Sanchez won the Ultimate Fighter. We gave him a fight against Brian Gaspaway. He looked really good. He beat him. So, we're giving him a main event on the Fight Night here. This is a Brazilian card, so we got all the Brazilian prospects. A young Anderson Silva gonna have his sophomore UFC fight against Joey Villanesor. Carlo Prater, Jason Mayhem Miller, Osorio Silva, Eric Pele, Lyoto Machida, James Zykic. So this Anderson and Machida, like, they got tough opponents. Miller has a tough opponent. You know, what is his record? 15-2? Tough opponent. Gonzaga opening up the card against a formidable Ibrahim Magomedov. Very tough opponent at 4-1. But I believe in Gabriel Gonzaga. On the prelims, we got Damian Maia, Yuki Kondo, Brandon Vera, John Marsh, John Rafferty is back against Dan Hardy, Yasuko Endo, Richard Crunkleton, Michael Martella, Gideon Ray. But what I'm most excited about, Antonio Bigfoot Silva turning around already to have his third professional MMA fight. Guys, I will see you next time for UFC 56. Let's not forget about this fucking atrocity of an event. Bob Sapp, Andrei Arlovsky. Never forget about Bob Sapp, Andrei Arlovsky. That's wild. I hope Bob Sapp wins. That'd be fucking sick. But this is a crazy-ass card. I will see you guys next time.
I want to outlive my children. Of course, 100%.